Hey guys, I just wanted to share with you today a game that is one of my favorite games right now, if not my favorite game, and it's solely because I spend a ton of time playing this game and I really enjoy it. This game is called Era of Celestials, and it is an MMORPG. And it's a mobile game. So there's two things that a lot of people don't like. They don't like MMORPGs and they don't like mobile games. But if you're looking for a mobile game that you really want to get into and a game that will just really take a lot of your time and you can really enjoy, then this game is probably for you. This is a... I have not played an MMORPG in a very long time, but apparently it's like perfect for my personality. And I was looking for a mobile game that I could really get into, and I guess I was looking in the wrong genre because an MMORPG is like perfect for my personality. And so this is an MMORPG, and if you don't know what that is, basically you have a character that you can develop in his abilities and stats and equipment, and you can do different boss battles and with your guild and things like that. There's a lot of different things that go into this game, and we're going to talk about some of those. And I wanted to share this with you before I get going with my things for the day, because once I do them, I can't do them again until tomorrow, and so I wanted to show some of them to you right now. So it's an MMORPG. You have a character that you can develop. This is my guy right here. He's floating around here. He's got some wings, and I am level 169, almost 170, and this is actually 170. Once you hit level 500, it starts all over again into like a new set of levels, and so I've already done that, and now I'm level 170 of that. And so you have a character, you have a battle rating, you have HP. So a battle rating basically dictates how strong you are, and on this server I'm in 3rd place for battle rating and for a lot of other things as well. And basically this battle rating and all of your stats are dependent on your gear that you have. And so just like any other MMORPG, you can go through the game and you can collect gear, and you can gather gear, and you can craft gear, which I'll show you here in a second, and you can get this gear via different drops and things like that. And so I'll talk to you all about that here in a second. But there's HP, attack, hit, which is like an MMORPG thing for the most part, lets you hit more often, crit, resilience to crit, dodge, defense, and then advanced attributes. Like all this stuff right here is dependent on the gear you have. Now, I'm a pretty high level, but there's still a lot of gear that I need to get, and I've taken a lot of time and crafted a lot and gathered a lot and done a lot that's allowed me to do pretty well in this game. And the cool thing about this game is that you can be pretty hands-on with this game if you want to. You can also like let it automate in the background. So like right now I'm not doing anything, it's automating for me. It's doing this guild quest right here where I gotta kill Tyrant Guardians 0, and you can see it's ticking up 7 of 30. It's just gonna go up, and then there's different events that you can do each and every day. And these events reward you with different things. So for example, when I do these guild quests, once I complete all of the guild quests, I will be able to invest into some of my character's stats and abilities, and by basically getting guild rewards, getting like guild points. And so once I get done with this, I will have a certain amount of guild points that will allow me to invest into my character. Alright, so I've done my guild quest. So if I go down to my guild, and if you start playing this game, I highly recommend you get into a guild. A good active guild, the most active guild on your server. It seems like after a while, people stop playing for the most part, but there's almost always like 2 active guilds, or 3 sometimes. Now that I've turned these in, like if I was to go down here to my guild, you can see underneath Guild Lab, underneath this right here, here are my guild points that I have, and then I can turn these in my guild lab for additional like stats and stuff. And so I've currently maxed out like my attack and my hit, and now I'm working on my HP. And so you can see it costs like 13,000 to invest, and the next level effect is like this much. So you can see that this number will continue to tick up, and it'll change as I invest points into this. So you can see this is like a way that you can build into your character. So not only that, like I said, there's all kinds of different events that you can do. There's like an event like an XP instance, which will allow you to gain a ton of XP very quickly. These mercenary quests, which allow you to gain XP as well, and you can, if you complete all of them, you can get like rubies, which are a in-game currency. There's boss hunts. There's this thing called Tyrant and Portal, which is like a way to improve your character. Which is extremely hard. I can't even do it really yet. Daily quest, which will reward you with gold. Spirit Realm, which is a new event that just started not too long ago. This event awards you with some like insane things, and I am currently is maxed up as far as I can go with like my chapter ratings, and I got a bunch of different things that like I put into my character here. And if you reach a certain amount of star points, you can get all kinds of rewards throughout here. And so there's a lot of things that have been added recently that are really cool and in depth. Then there's an arena where you can battle, and I am like rank 3, and I can't beat either of these guys. My buddy Yup here, he is extremely powerful. Zethron is even more powerful, and no one can touch Zethron. He's like ridiculously OP, and I can beat everybody else. And so basically, I don't even really battle. But let me just show you what it's like facing Yup here. This is what the arena is. It's completely automated, although you can do things your own if you want to. You can like move your character around. So you can see I instantly die to him. So there's this thing that there's 3 different classes in game. There's a mage, there's an archer, and there is a warrior. And I'm a mage, and Yup is a mage, and Zethron's a mage. And basically, there's a thing called Finger of Death in this game, which allows you to completely obliterate your opponents very easily. And different classes have different things. Like warriors have the ability to defend, archers have the ability to heal, I believe, and then mages are pure DPS. Glass cannons, basically. And so if I miss my hit, I'm dead, basically. I could die. It is a good chance. So then once you, just like that, just like guild, you can exchange your points that you get for different things. So like this right here allows you to upgrade your attack. And so I invest into this pretty much every day unless I'm working on upgrading my elite. There's a lot of things in this game that it's very hard for me to explain everything. I've just now realized this. There's a ton of things in this game. But there's just all kinds of different things that you can do. Then there's group events. Like this awards you with different things. This awards you with skill runes, which increases your skill damage. There's hunting grounds, which increases your weapon stats and stuff. I mean, there's a lot of things I just realized. Then there's limited time events. There's like Dragon Slayer, where you face everybody on the server has to face this giant dragon, and if you do well, you can get sweet drops. There's an auction where you can buy special items with diamonds that it drops, which are another in-game currency that you can buy, but you can also trade. And like I made tons of diamonds in trade. I've also bought a lot. I'm a pay-to-play player, although there are some who are free to play, and they do just fine. Then there's like Sanguine Contest, which is the bigger arena, basically. Showdown of the Best, which is what I'm really trying to get first in, and I should get first in today. Which is like another arena type of thing where you match up against people and you get different awards. There's Guild Feature, which is experience. Dragon Soul Fortress, which is basically you can get like different things from that. Lava Expedition, which is insane. You collect boxes and face a giant boss, and you battle different guilds. There's Guild League, which is like an arena based but via guilds, and you capture flags and you deal damage to bosses and stuff. Then there's treasure hunts and monster hunting and like all kinds of different things. World bosses, which I guess I could show you. I think they're pretty much all dead, but let me just show you. I'm not gonna face it, but let me just show you this. So there's different bosses that are around the world that people can battle, and the different bosses will drop you different things. So like if you were to go to boss hunt and you look at the world boss, you can see that this guy can drop a bunch of different things, not just these things but other things as well. And there will be basically a bunch of people who come to the server from the server, and they will battle this world boss. And like I said, I'm not gonna battle him because I'm not gonna take it from that guy. I don't need to do that. So yeah, there's different bosses you can battle. Then there's personal bosses that you can invest in. You can get different drops from that. There's these secret chamber bosses, which you have 3 tries every day. Everybody gets into this for free. They drop different things. There's the boss lair, which is VIP only, which is a basically pay to play type of thing, which I can have access to. The world boss, like I said, and the dark runes, which drops these things that you can use to improve your gear. So lots of things that go into this game. It's a ton of investment in terms of time, but it's really worth it if you get into it. And I'm extremely into this game right now. I'm going to show you some stuff later tonight that I'm going to try to do some of the different like arena events, because I think that's pretty interesting. But a lot of these things are just kind of automated currently. Like they don't have to be, but you can make them automated if you want to. And so, like for example, Abyssal Dungeon, you get different rewards for this, and this is pretty much all automated. And so I unfortunately am so high that I no longer have to do things with guild members for the most part, but I used to. And so in the past, I would come in here with multiple people, and we would all do this and battle these bosses. But I'm such a high level now that I don't need to do this. And so when I'm in here, I will get different drops. I'll get a bunch of different things. Some of the things that I'll get some of these stones that will drop, and then I will also get some loot at the end and some experience and stuff. And you can see, like, I just kind of whittle through these bosses like it's nothing. They can't even hit me or do any damage to me because I'm such a high level. So you can see here I'm getting some armor drops and stuff. And then you can also like increase how much damage you do, for example, which I don't need to do that. But I just gained a bunch of stuff. So here are all the rewards that I got. And so you just get a bunch of different things, and you can use some of these. Oh, I didn't talk about crafting yet. Let me just talk about crafting real fast too. And if you guys want to see more of this game, obviously let me know. So I just got a bunch of stuff. I got some of these stones that, like I said, these are used to improve your character. So I got artifacts before, and these will allow you to increase your different characters' abilities and stuff here. And so you can also craft different gear. So in here is the crafting, and there's all kinds of different things you can craft, like all kinds of different things. So here's one of the things, forging these different stones that you can use to improve your gear. You can craft different equipment, and you can craft like specific, like extremely rare type of equipment. You can craft divine equipment, which I think a couple people have this, but it's from Guild League, and so it's extremely rare to find specific like rare rings and stuff like that. And then, like I said, this allows you to improve your different weaponry, and sometimes, most of the time, it fails. A lot of things in this game fails. It's total RNG. It's super annoying, but it's just something that MMORPGs do, unfortunately. So yeah, lots of different things that you can do, lots of different side things you can constantly be doing in this game. And like I said, it's automated for the most part, but there's a lot of things that you can do by yourself and different things you can get. There's like offline automation, so you can like when you're offline, you can be like doing things in game to reward you with like equipment and stuff like that, and different crafting that you can do. Like you can get different things like training materials, for example, that allow you to make your, gosh, I didn't even talk about the sprites and stuff. So there's this thing called an Elysian and a sprite. An Elysian is like a very powerful warrior that you can transform into. They have different damage and stuff. Well, this all gets added to you, but basically have different abilities. There's different sprites, which are like companions essentially, and these guys also will help you in battle. This guy right here, this is my sprite, Leonardus, which is a pay to win, really. This guy's a pay to win thing for the most part. And then different daily events and stuff like that. Lots of things that go into this game. Achievements, rankings, you can trade. There's a market that you can trade. This is all player driven. You can see different things that I'm selling here. I mean, just lots of different things that happen. The store that you can buy if you want to pay and buy things. So with that being said, I will show you later today, Dragon Slayer, Sanguine Contest, and Showdown of the best, and you guys can see all of those different ones and the different things that can go into this game. Alright, so we're really close to doing one of these world events. Now, one of them, like I said, is the world boss, where people can go and battle these bosses that appear, and people work together to take it down, and then drops go to the group that has the highest amount of damage. And then there are also events, these limited time events, like as I said earlier, Dragon Slayer happens every single day at a specific time, and we all on the server team up to take out this dragon. And I always try to get I usually get third or second, depending on if Zethron's there or Yup is there, which most of the time they both are. And the reason why you want to try to get high damage in those modes and rank within the first three is you get a larger percent of diamonds. And like I said, diamonds are kind of the exclusive currency that you can use for trading. And then after that is over is the Sanguine Contest, which this is basically a player versus player giant arena with different floors. And basically you kill other players and you ascend to different floors. And I just won this last night, actually, I think have figured it out. But I also think that tonight, instead of me winning it, I'm just going to get the amount of points I need to get all of the artifact upgrades. I'll let somebody else win because I just won, and there's no point to winning back to back. I mean, you get a title, but it's only available for a certain amount of time, and titles can up your attributes. But once you have specific things, like for example, I won in the arena, and that one doesn't go away, and you get the attributes that just stay all the time. This one goes away after a specific duration, 24 hours, and so this is a really cool thing. I enjoyed learning how to play this. Let's put it that way. I kept getting beat by the same person every single time, and it was getting so frustrating and annoying, but I finally figured it out. And then Showdown of the Best, you get this. I really, really want this. I'm in second place right now. Yoop is ahead of me, and here are all the different things. Like, I'm third in Arena. I'm third in Warrior Guard. I'm fourth in Tower of Legend, which Tower of Legend is where you basically send these different levels and you fight these different bosses, and they give you gallery cards that allow you to increase attributes of your character. Spirit Realm, which is a new thing, like I said earlier, where you can get really amazing awards. And then Showdown of the Best, that is what we're currently going for. Yoop is going to basically bow out. He just wants to get 2 kills, and then basically, if everything goes as planned, I should be able to move up to first place. And the award for first place is this amazing god costume right here, which is what this is that Zethron has. And so that's what I really want to get, and so hopefully we can get that today, because that will be very nice. Like I said, there's many different ways to improve your character. We talked about gear, we talked about the costume upgrades and things like that you can get that give you different attribute points. You can get a different title based on events or leveling up, or if you're VIP, you can get artifacts which increase your player's ability. And then honorific is this title, like Champion 3 right here. I'm about halfway to this next one, and this gives you, here you go, advanced attributes. It shows you what you're going to get when you upgrade. So there's a lot that goes into the game, and I realized that there's a lot of information to pack into one video, but I wanted to make kind of an introductory guide to the game. And then there's also Elysians, which are like these angels that you can upgrade, which she is really close to upgrading 16, which will help me with the Tower of Legend. And then Sprite is another way to upgrade your character as well. And these guys, this guy's good for PvP. He's going to help out great. And I think that's why I won so easily yesterday. I won ridiculously easily yesterday, and I think that might be why. So here in 3 minutes is going to go ahead and start, and so when that starts up, I'll resume. All right, Dragon Slayer's up, so let's go ahead and head in. And it's can take quite a while, and hopefully everybody is here that needs to be here to get this done. Yoop and Zeth are the 2 people. Now, what I usually do is I do that about 5 times to up my attack to 100%, and then I kind of gauge where people are at, because basically I want to try to get third. And so my goal is to make sure I have higher damage than most other people, so that way I can actually get third place. How do you get up there so fast? Alright, we should be good, I think. Although I don't see Yoop. There's Yoop. Yoop's coming up right now, but I don't see Zeth. It is the 200 one, and so we might be able to do it, to be honest. But basically what I also try to do is I try to keep some rubies on hand so that I can revive, because this thing will kill me rather quickly and easily. And so I want to make sure it'll kill everybody, I should say. And so I want to make sure that I can revive when I die. And another thing that you get when you deal a certain amount of damage is you get some of the enhanced stones. And so in my inventory now, you'll see I got a bunch of those right here. I was going to upgrade my set, but for whatever reason I could not get the third one to work. But yeah, so then now that I got these enhanced stones, I can go ahead and go to craft and forge material. So like I said, everything's kind of automated and it's going on in the background. So I just died. I'm going to go ahead and spend some rubies to revive right there to keep my spot, because death will most likely try to pass me. I'm actually going to up this a bit so that way I can keep second place until Zeth shows up. Alright, so we should be able to forge this, and I'm trying to upgrade oh nice, I'm trying to upgrade this to 15, because I think that's when you get the new get the new stones, when you can use the new stones. So this will take a while. You got 13 minutes to do this, and we should be able to do it even without Zeth. Okay, so another thing I just did, which I think this should work now. If I go to G7, I unequip. Yes, here we go. So I'm going to get this star armor here, because that is going to be a massive, massive boost. 100% success rate, so you can never fail at this, which is awesome. So I just got a brand new Mythic chest piece that is really going to help me a lot for leveling up and stuff, just giving me more BR, giving me more ability, and I think I have a ton of this, so I can easily, actually, do I even need to do that? I might not even need to do that. I might, because I think it's actually less, if I recall correctly. Yeah, and so then what you want to do is you want to get these, so I only need 24 and 72. So you want to get these set pieces too, because this will increase, you can see right here, if you get a certain amount, you get increased HP, attack, damage bonus, things like that. And so I need to go ahead and I need to withdraw more of my chest pieces, and I think that that's all I need. So now we're going to make that a perfect set, and we'll be, oh, I need, oh crap, I need 24. I have those, right? Yes, okay, good. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure I had them, but I was freaking out for a second. There we go. Boom. So there we go. We got that additional, and you can see my BR just jumped by like 30,000 by doing that. So that is a massive upgrade. Oh yeah. And that's just all saving, like doing the event and getting the mythic stones that I needed to do that. And we still got 3 left, which can't really do anything with because you need 4, I think, but that's really good. So now we've got a massive increase in terms of HP and attack as well, and I just look awesome. Okay, I think those are my last rubies right there. No, I got one more go. I just want to keep, probably don't even need to do this anymore, but I just want to make sure that I retain my position. With the buffs that I have, I do 310,000 damage and 68.45 and 123.15. So I have these underneath your skill talents. You have different abilities that you can get, and like Finger of Death, it deals like a ton of damage. This is like the glass cannon, massive damage thing that it can do. And then you also have Flame Shield, which increases your attack and your crit chance when it's activated. And so there's special abilities that you have. I think I mentioned that before, but special abilities that you have, and those are what I have. Man, we were so close. We almost got 1 billion. We got 970 million. It's okay. So this is a little strange. It says estimated resources 0 diamonds, which I better get more. I better get some diamonds. Better not just get. It seems a little weird. But this is what it drops. It drops a bunch of really good things. So it drops some mage stuff, which I don't really need. It drops some warrior stuff, and then another warrior thing, as well as a ring. The ring is what everybody goes for, and so this has got a better rating than what I have, and it'll be better overall. But it doesn't reflect that because I got a bunch of things socketed on it and whatnot. But I don't really want to get that because if I recall correctly, I have a right here. I have a grade 9 left ring, and so once I reach 200, which seems like forever away, I'll be able to have that. Now I also got some gems here, which I can use to. So if I go to craft here, you can see that you can get some health. These are gems that you can socket into your armor and stuff, and they essentially will let you get better overall like stats and abilities, and you can get some really crazy gems like my character has. Let me just show you. Oops, my character has, let me just go into Forge here, and we'll go into socket, and I have some really high value ones like this right here. So this gives you plus 14,000 HP, and then, like, you know, I've got a lot of them on different things from different events that we've done. I got some pretty high attack gems too, which could swear I've got something. There we go, 720. I was like, I'm swearing I got something higher than 90. I know that for sure. 180s, couple 180s, and so there's a whole bunch of things that go into the game. That is the Dragon Slayer quest, and basically you are competing for prizes essentially, and then if you have the, I don't want to do that, if you have the diamonds, then you can bid on different diamonds. And so in that regard, that's pretty much what Dragon Slayer is. Everybody fights a dragon, and it drops things. You can either buy things through an auction. It's an auction, so you do bid, and then you have a specific amount of time until the bidding is over. And then you can also earn diamonds, which I think there's a bug. I should get some diamonds from that. The highest I think I've ever got is like 90 some. So that should happen when the countdown is over. Now, one thing I need to do is I need to go into push notifications. Oh, it is on. Okay. And Sanguine is on? Yes, it is. Okay, so Sanguine is going to, when this countdown's over, then the Sanguine Contest will be up. I don't know, is that how you say that? Sanguine? Sanguine? As I was checking his stats, he's like, eNtaK's going to beat me up soon. So, Yoop is over 10 million BR. He's pretty high, and he's got some really good gear. This is something that was given to him by Zeth from the Guild League. Every once in a while, you'll get a really good weapon, and the leader can give out a weapon to somebody in the guild. Now, a guy named Kirito, who's in our guild, he was way higher than me for a long time, and he beat me out all the time because he had this, he had an exclusive, like a really good staff, a good sword, and I just couldn't like beat him. But then I finally have surpassed him. But his is way better than mine, and as a result, I mean, look at the increase of the attack here between the two of us. And so his attack is pretty high. Now the difference between him and I, though, is that he only has, so there's this thing called polishing that you can do, and polishing will let you roll specific things on your character. Now, basically, what you want to do as a mage is, on the left-hand side, you can roll HP is the rare version, and you want HP all up and down the left side, nothing but HP. And then on the right side, you want attack. Now, I've been working really hard on my attack, and I've got 8, I think, in total. And so every day you can polish, and you can change this up, or you can buy them if you want to. And so I'm currently trying to re-roll and get more attack and just utilize more attack here. Now, this attack that I have here is what's giving me a fighting chance against Yoop, even though he still can beat me out because he's got better crit and hit. My hit and crit are 10,000 lower than his. My attack is only, it's less than 3, though. Or less than, less than 3. And so, less than 3,000. And so, he's a little bit higher than me in terms of attack. I do think I have higher defense than him, although defense doesn't really matter. Mage versus mage. Oh no, he's got way higher than me. So you can just see his gear is better than mine, and as a result, he is better overall, but our attack is very close. And so if I could hit him, if his hit missed, I couldn't actually maybe stand a chance against him. 356 versus, what was it, 390? And so I'm getting close, man. I'm getting close to him. But we obviously have some differences. My damage bonus and his damage, okay, 36 and 40, and mine is 45 and 27. So basically flip-flop there. And so we are pretty close to being matched, but he's still got a leg up on me in terms of hit and crit because his gear is better than mine. And so if I could normal these over here with the sets, or perfect them really, then I could obviously beat him out, but I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon because you need a lot of stones, set stones, for that to happen. I actually think what I'll do, now that I'm looking at this, I actually might go ahead and craft a grade 6 mythic for my bottoms, my leggings, because these are actually way better than my G7s. And so I might actually upgrade this to this. And that should be pretty easy to come by. Since I have 3 and you need 4 to get another G7. So, and these things are like super hard to come by. And so I think maybe I'll do that. And then that also makes me wonder, let me look at the grade 6 weapon as well. Because that's probably, yeah, 232. I would like to get a G8 or even a G7, but I do have, actually I don't know about that because I might want to do G9 eventually because I have this thing that would be better than a grade 7 mythic in and of itself. So I don't know about that. All right, time for the contest, the arena contest. Now, like I said, the whole goal here, I'm just gonna try to get to 7,000 points because that's when you max out on the amount of artifacts you can get. But we will enjoy our time up until that point. So I think what I've figured this out. I think what I need to do is the way that I can easily get first is I will focus on getting the crystals that are back here first. These crystals pop up and then give you a certain amount of points as time goes on, and it just like adds up. And so you can see killing a player gives you 25 points. Every second you survive gives you plus 5 points. And then you got to kill 10 players and you can reach floor 2. Now, there are people who are in guilds, and then there's bots actually in here, and they don't give you as many points. And so you want to kill like actual players. But what you can do is you can gather these crystals that pop up, and they will let you get a specific amount of points right at that moment. Like, you don't, it doesn't take time to tick up. It just gives you like a big glob of points all at once. And so you'll see here that when I go ahead and I just click on this, you just click. You see I'll get a bunch of points. And then what I kind of do is I just kind of cruise around, and let me go ahead and turn manual on, and I'll start finding people here. So that's a bot right there. So that bot isn't anything, but give me a certain amount of points. You can still kill them. You know, you get a certain amount of points, and you get an artifact upgrade. And so I just kind of go around until I see people, and then I collect these crystals as they give you a nice boost. Now somebody else is also doing the exact same thing. Oh, here we go. This is another bot that I insta-killed. And I pretty much will insta-kill. Okay, so these should be my diamonds here from the contest, from the Dragon Slayer contest. So let's just go ahead and collect those real fast, and then we'll just go auto, and we'll just start killing people, because that should be a decent boost. So let me look at the, what did I get? 36 diamonds. That's not a whole lot. I spent some diamonds on some grade 6 gear that was in the trade for super cheap. And then also another thing too is around the outside here, there's different like bonuses. Like there's attack bonuses. There is, here's a player somewhere nearby. I don't know where he is. Collecting crystals or something? Somebody's sprite is just hanging out there. Lagging out or something. Yeah, so there's different like bonuses that you can get around the outside, like HP regen, attack bonus, or like an invincibility shield. That's extremely handy when you're playing against other people who are very powerful. And you can see that little squiggly red line that comes out is my finger of death. And so we've killed enough people. We're advancing to the next floor. We're rank 2. I don't really care about the rank so much today. I just want to get the points. I want to get to 7,000 points so I can get the artifacts, which you should get that if you are just playing normally. Now this is the only problem. I don't like the auto sometimes, because you just ignore what you were doing, and you can trigger this if you want. These are just bots right now, and so I should just kill them and just advance as high as I can in terms of floors. That'll get me going quicker. But yeah, so that's pretty much what you do. You're gonna battle people. I'll kind of resume when we go against some people who are actually pretty good, who can deal some good damage. There's some, I think these are both bots over here fighting each other. All right, so the only thing that's a little cumbersome with this game is the UI. It's so bulky and massive. So you can see Deathwing, he's in first place. Death, I'm pretty sure, spends a ton of money on this game, and he's got this insane mount, which is like another thing that you can get. It's like another companion that allows you to upgrade stats and stuff, but his mount is like just an obscene level that doesn't make any sense. There's somebody's sprite running around over here. It's an actual player. Well, we're just going to go ahead and just kill these things and advance to another level, and because we're going to get more points that way. Oh, here's Yoop. Oh, he got Vanquisher. Hey, look at him. I'm not even doing any damage to him. He's just messing with me, man. Oh, there we go. I hit him with Finger of Death. So that was Finger of Death that dealt a ton of damage. If he hits me with his Finger of Death, I'm going to die. But I just killed him, so we're gonna go up a floor. Now, 70 points. I don't get any more points for killing him, even though he's a higher level. You get the same amount, but on different levels, you have I just killed Death. Different levels, give you more points. And so when you get to a specific level, you're just going to rack these points really fast, and you can get them very quickly. Like I was on like the top. I don't know if there's a top floor, but I was on a very high floor yesterday, and I was getting so many points that it was like just eclipsing what other people were getting. And so you can really get pretty high. Come on, stop doing it. It drives me crazy. The auto in this game. Sometimes it's really good to automate, but other times it's really annoying. So I just hit him with finger, deals a ton of damage. We both have the same sprite, but I'm gonna out damage him because my character is better in certain ways. I'm gonna let him win. I just want to get the 7,000. Kirito, face my wrath, bro. Things have changed, man. You used to wreck me in this place, and now the tables have turned. Going to a higher floor. 7K almost coming up. So we should be able to see rank 1 right now. It's for whatever reason right now. I'm just ever since I got the Leo sprite, I've just been having a very easy time in this mode. And I can just keep the lead if I just keep going around getting crystals. Because look, I'm on a floor now. I'm on floor 5. They're on floor 4, so I'm getting 250, and I'm just gonna keep the rank. It's just gonna keep going up and up and up. And so I've reached 7,000. I maxed out my stuff, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just turn off automatic, and hopefully they'll catch up to me because I can't stop getting points. I guess I could just bow out. I could just bow out of the arena. I might have to, unless death comes up here. I might have to. Actually, if I leave the instance, you can enter freely until the event ends. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave so then he can win. Because I don't want to win that and take that from him, so he can go ahead and have that, and hopefully he'll win and he'll be able to get that title. All right, so we're doing Showdown the best, and I think everybody for the most part should give me a okay. I just fingered to death them. I think Kirito, I think he beat me just now. I wasn't paying attention. We're on auto matchmaking. And so, yeah, he says my bad eNtaK, so he must have beat me. I was deleting files, and so I didn't see what just happened. But I think he beat me. I think his Elysian's a little... Is his Elysian better than mine? I think mine's better. He might have sprite danced me. I can't remember what happened. But I was watching out of the corner of my eye, and I think it did give me a loss. We can go back and look at the logs, but I'm pretty sure he beat me. The only other person who would give me a run for my money is you, but he's took off all of his armor, and so he's naked right now. And maybe Deathwing if I miss my Finger of Death, which has happened, which can happen. But I think the biggest thing is that I need to up my hit so that way I don't ever miss. He did say my bad, so he must have beat me. I think you can beat me if you sprite dance me. Sprite dance basically means your sprite does the damage and you run away, and so you can evade being hit if you do it correctly. Some people know how to do it, but yeah, like I said, I should be able to beat everybody else with no problem at all. But yeah, this is what Showdown of the Best is. Basically, it's like arena matchmaking, and you just kind of cycle through different people who are in the queue to play, and if you beat everybody out, you win. So I don't know if the costume is a duration-based thing, but I hope it isn't. I hope we can actually keep it forever. I'm not entirely sure. Alright, so I had to put a stop to the fighting because, no one else was fighting, and then Zeth showed up, so I've got to stop. But so the season reward, it'll tell you what you get here. So these are the top 3 spots. You get a lot of artifacts, and then you get the costume, obviously, which is really awesome. Oh, 14 days. Yeah, so you only get it for so many days, which kind of stinks, but that's okay. Better than 24 hours. And then you get an attack bonus and an HP bonus for reaching this Vanquishers. You get 10 and 10, and then 7 to 7, 5 and 5. So you get tier rewards. So it's worth it, even if you don't get it. I mean, this is for 14 days as well, but even if you don't get first place, it's worth just trying to get some kind of tier reward. So that way you will actually get some increase in terms of HP and attack. Rank 1, we got it. So I was just a little nervous. I was a little nervous. So a new season starts every second week. The season results will be calculated at 2200 on the Sunday of the second week. So we have a little bit of time to wait until we can get this, because I can't get it right now. But it's gonna be then 14 days from then. So it is over. It was a little nerve-wracking, man. I thought Zeth was gonna like just kill a bunch of people and come up and steal first from me. But the only other thing that's left to do today, we've done pretty much everything we can do. I should do the arena real fast, which I'm not gonna move up in ranks, so I'm just gonna kill this person twice. And then we have a lot of points in the exchange shop. I could start upgrading an Elysian. So under Elysian, here's another thing I'll kind of just talk to you about real fast. This video is going to be really long, but it's going to be a really in-depth guide, so hopefully it helps. You can upgrade them in and of themselves, and then if you go under Arms of Elysian, there are also other things you can do in here. And so, for example, you can upgrade these individual things, and you need a specific amount of fragments to upgrade them. And so, like, I should start upgrading this person, because this is going to increase my lightning damage, my crit, and so I can upgrade these as well. We need 25. What's this? Hit by 10%. We should do this one first. So we need to get fragments of this. So the fragments that you get are from the arena shop, and so it's always so many different things to go through. In the arena shop, we have our different fragments here, and we can just go ahead and purchase these. So this is where you get these at. So we only need 12, and so once the arena's over, we'll be able to get the rest of those. We'll get paid out a certain amount. And then the only other thing that I would really talk about, there's other specific things we could talk about as well. The only other thing that's worth talking about really is, and I went to the wrong place, is the exchange shop. You've got like an assist shop here, and this is pretty important. So if you see people like doing like looking for groups, and you've already done all your daily things that you can get, you can assist them and help them out, and you take these assist points and you can turn them into the thing that I would buy are basic fruits of wisdom early on. Just buy as many of these as you can. These are really hard to come by, so that's like the last tip of the video right there. And then you can also buy stuff in your guild if you really need to. The only time that I would ever recommend doing that is when you're doing like a resource event or something like that, and you're trying to get as many resources as you can. So guys, that's it for the video. Super long video. The only other thing left to do today is a world boss, which I haven't even done hardly any of them today because I've been doing all kinds of different things. Yeah, that's pretty much it for like a super in-depth look into this game. There's a lot that goes into it. It's actually a really fun game. Like I said, there's a lot of pay to play, pay to win type of stuff in it, but you can also play free to play, and you can be pretty competitive. The only downside I should also say of this game is that the servers can generally die. People stop playing, especially if there's like one guild that kind of like runs the server. Luckily for us, well, it's pretty much dead. We're competing with ourselves. There's a couple other clans that have some active people, but not a lot. I'm hoping that they merge servers sometime soon in the future, because then that will give us like a big competitive thing. And actually, it makes more sense financially to do that, because if you have people who are really diehard players on servers, take the servers that have diehard players, merge them, and then you're going to have competing guilds and stuff, and then people are going to probably pay even more money to advance above the rest. So that's about the only downside, is that sometimes you can run into that. But if you get into a guild, if you get into a good server and get into a guild that's worth playing, like you can hop on this server, EST66. You can get on here. Our guild is super active. You're welcome to level up and join. I'm sure we'd probably accept you if you're, actually want to play the game. But yeah, that's it for the video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you guys are new, and let me know if you want to see more of these. See you guys in the next one.